Oh, that one. Aloha, how you doing? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. Merry Christmas. As you can tell, we're a little dressed up nicely today. You know, check this out.
We are. We're a little dressed up.
We are dressed up quite nicely today.
Aloha, brother.
Hey, how you doing?
How you, man? Welcome back. Missed you last week.
And the week before that.
You've changed a bit.
Changed.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's all I can say. Anyway, I'm Gordo the
You're still Gordo
the Tekzar. I'm here with Andrew, the security guy, my buddy.
Aloha.
He did a great job on the show last week, solo.
Soloed it.
How tough was
Annie
that?
Chin came on and helped me.
Yeah, so that's good. But yeah, well, you obviously never got the
So
memo.
what's with the suit?
Hey,
Is it because of this? Do you have a picture of this article, Zuri? Gordo's upstaging me now. He's got famous on a magazine. Look at that.
Yeah.
Angus. Maybe Angus got famous.
Angus got famous.
This was
That's
running
right.
PBN?
Yeah.
What did you get to talk about?
Got to talk about the dummies running the government.
I thought that was in the Upside series later today. Wow.
Anyway, so
Nice.
that was a little feature that was there. My new career as we move off out of tech.
Because as a CIO, your career is over. That's like always.
CIO career is over.
Gotcha.
And as you know, Jimmy Kimmel's, I'm biting on his heels. You know, look at the suit, the tie.
It's working. I thought you were in court for something. I didn't know what was happening.
It could
I like
be
the
that
tie
too.
though. It looks sharp.
So anyway, our guest today is Noel Nedli.
Yes.
Noel is an interesting guy. He's a CEO and the founder of Room Service in Paradise.
Yeah, which is awesome if you ever use it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of
Cancel.
people may have already heard about this and have already used it. The cool thing is now you get to meet the guy that put this together.
And you think he does all the driving? We'll find out.
We'll find out if he does all the driving and all that cool stuff. But again, it comes back to my point is like, yeah, this is a local firm, started locally,
Yep.
you know, and again, we keep thinking that it's all these mainland people that come in, and once again, it's not. It's a local
Small
guy.
business powered economy.
Small business. 27.
Hillbilly loves it. See,
Yeah,
look,
there
he's
he is.
dancing.
And he's singing Christmas songs.
That's right. He's right. He's finally in the spirit, in the right season.
In the right season.
He only has one season.
Yeah, that's true.
He's limited.
And we got some news, and we got a security minute. Do we?
I have a security minute.
Okay, we're on set on that. So, but we should start with got one tech job.
Always.
Okay, so I found out that Angus has a part-time job.
Okay.
Guess right.
He's
And
working for the holiday
He's
season?
working for the holiday.
Okay.
So we went and found. So here's old Angus as we got.
That's
a little,
what he was
little
doing when you
shot.
were gone
He was
last
on.
week?
He was on a break. And it's like
Make
make an appointment with Santa. But
On the
look,
bed?
I like the chair.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of creepy.
That's a little weird.
That's a little weird there, Angus. I don't know how that's gonna
You think
pan over.
I don't see many visitors. I wonder if this is before, after, or
Yeah.
during.
Well, he doesn't give up. I mean, I gotta give him credit for that. I mean, he's just relentless.
Maybe he'll talk about it today.
We'll ask him what he's doing. Anyway, Angus, nice got one tech job, and good luck out there.
Wow.
Anyway, so it is sick when I think
That's
about
a
it.
little
Anyway,
creepy. Okay.
Okay, so we got some news, but I'm out of practice. So please grab yourself a libation, grab yourself a towel,
Cheers.
sit down and join us here with Hibachi Talk. So, what should I do? News.
Let's have some news, brother.
There's some interesting news out there today, or this past week. So, Google. We'll talk a little bit Google and their increased network and high capacity networks.
Okay.
So the next two big cities they're going to roll out is Los Angeles and Chicago.
Two small cities.
Yeah.
Wow.
Too small. So they're going into the big time now. So they're going to be moving out. Their gigabit internet service is going to be rolling out probably in Los Angeles and Chicago.
Is that the third and fourth or second and third?
So, I think you're
Three.
right at 3 and 4.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's really kind of a cool one.
Honolulu lost that. You had us in the bidding back there when you were
I
CIO.
bid on it. Yeah.
I know you had us in there.
I was in the hunt, but
We were in the hunt.
Well, I don't know if I was in the hunt. I was in the the paperwork went in, but that's about as far as it went.
We tried.
We tried. So then now Google also rolled out some new hardware. So yeah, see, look at the puzzled look on your face. Yeah, so there's Google came out with a called the Pixel C. It's a hardware and they call it hardware and half-baked software. So it's a total didn't work, like the Google Glass.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a Google's premium Pixel C is now available directly from the company, but early reviews are mixed and say to say the least. Everyone likes the form factor, but the quality control issues and the software scaling for the cloud are somewhat to be
What does it do?
desired. It's like a pad. It's
Oh,
like
okay,
a
like
tablet.
a Chromebook or something.
Yeah, like a Chromebook.
Gotcha,
Yeah, it's
okay.
like, so it is.
Pixel
So-
C, I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
No wonder.
And yeah,
It didn't make it.
didn't make
It's
it.
half-baked.
Anyway, so that's half-baked. Now,
Now.
you can't have a show without talking about Donald Trump.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
We could have, but
And I'm trying to get him on as a guest.
You are?
Yeah, I'm working at it.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'll be here for that.
Anyway, in a South Carolina speech on December the 7th, Mr. Trump proposed closing down the internet.
Oh, yeah? Let's just shut it off.
We're going to shut down the internet in response to ISIS. You know, and he would enlist Bill Gates to help him to do this.
I'm sure Bill would help him shut down the internet.
Minor questions on implementation were not answered.
I guess not. Like, what do you think? There's a switch?
So I thought, oh, this is terrific.
This guy, he's funny.
Okay. Yes, I will. So anyway, and now we have another one. So I'm into the satellites and planets and all this kind of
Okay.
stuff. So a year ago, the Japanese had sent up a satellite that went to investigate some planets.
Okay.
And they lost control of it.
Nice.
So they haven't been able to get in touch with it for over a year. Guess what?
It woke up.
That woke up, and they woke up, and they got a hold of it. So now it was orbiting around the sun. They've got it, and they're bringing it back into. They can start controlling it and running it again. So there you go. Don't give up.
It's a
Don't
long
give
way
up.
around the sun. It's
Yeah.
really big if you
Yeah.
haven't seen it
Yeah.
before.
So anyway, so don't give up, and then here they go. They went and pulled
Did
this
they
off.
thought they had a bad orbit and it actually got burned up? Or
Yeah,
did
they didn't. They weren't sure.
Wow.
It's called the Akatsuki probe.
Never heard of it.
And it missed Venus. It was going for Venus, and it never hit.
so they
Venus,
have
and
a
that was
bad
it.
trajectory
So
on it.
bad trajectory. And then I got to do a little shout out to one of my good buddies. So
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen these YouTube videos, but Andy Bumatai has put out a number of YouTube videos
Yeah.
now on pigeon.
Okay.
You know, and it's like and I can please, if you need a break and want to laugh over the course of this next week or so, go check Andy.
Not right
Bumatai.
now.
Not right now. Not on our show. But go check Andy's.
Good stuff. He's got a new one. It's new for the holidays.
He's
or-
got about maybe a half a dozen of them. You know, they're
Right on.
really, really good.
Okay.
It's really
Maybe
good.
he can bring us on.
So,
Maybe he can teach us how to be funnier on our show.
One of my favorites was he said, okay, you know, when maybe if you speak pidgin and you speak English, you're bilingual. So
Maybe.
you could be bilingual. But he reminded everybody, he says, you know, when you're speaking pidgin and you're speaking English, don't go say, hey, you know what? Hey, brah, you know, I'm bi.
I'm bi.
Don't forget the other word. You got to use lingo.
Yeah, don't shorten it.
Don't shorten it.
Interesting.
So anyway, it's really, really funny. I just think so. And we got to get him on
He's
the
a
show
good
too.
guy, yeah.
He's a good guy. So anyway, that was all what I had in the news. Other than I didn't write this one down, but today's paper, the governor is drubbing IT at the state. I'm kind of going to look up what
Drubbing
drubbing
IT.
So wasn't quite sure what drubbing.
Beating it down.
Beating it down. So he did. And he was beating down all the failed projects that have happened over the past number of years. And so, and what his plans are to ensure the success of the
What's he going to start with?
IT
A
projects.
study? These guys do more study. They
You-
study their studies.
You said the study. I didn't say the
Oh,
study.
my God.
Another study. Anyway, so that was what he talked about today. So
Well, I
see.
hope they make some effort.
Yeah.
It's about work, people.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I like getting your knickers in a knot. So-
I'm tired of paying for studies.
yeah, no
Study
kidding.
the old studies.
Millions
They
of
come up with the
dollars.
same freaking guidance that you got from the last study.
I know. Put that study on the
That
shelf.
all them studies, if they didn't have that paragraph about you got to go work,
Yeah.
then they might actually implement something. Freaking
Oh,
guys.
you didn't get much sleep last night, did
I
you?
didn't get any sleep.
No,
I
can
told
tell.
you my wife's plane was late.
I know.
I was at the airport at 2 a.m. waiting for it. She
Right.
took a cab home.
I know.
Oy, what a day. Okay,
All
one of
right.
those.
So what's she getting for Christmas?
I don't know. Like plane ticket? I had some
Nothing.
sleep? I have no idea.
But, yeah. Anyway, so do you have a security minute for us today, sir? Or
I do.
You do? Oh, okay. Well, why don't you hit us up with a security minute?
This one's interesting. So there's a device they've been using on the battlefields, and there's a picture of it. I think Zuri will pop up here. So
She has no picture.
Sure she does.
No, she doesn't.
She does.
No.
So anyway, the
You are tired.
The FDA just approved this. It's like a syringe, and it's full of these little bitty sponges. They look maybe like the size of an aspirin, right? And so what happens is, so if you've been shot,
Okay.
right, you can insert, because like there's a lot of places you
I
get
read this.
shot. Like in your groin or maybe up under your arm, where you can't really use a tourniquet to stop the blood flow and pressure doesn't work. So you can, in the military, in the battlefield, they've been able to insert this injector, and they inject these sponges into the hole so it fills that gap and you stop bleeding, which
Wow.
can really save your life. So the FDA has just approved them, and like 30 hospitals are going to get them. So I just thought as a security menace, because we've had all these active shooters and stuff like that, keep an eye on this type of a product, because when it's ready for commercial, broader release, you know, you could have these items, just like they have there you go.
There
they
it
have
is.
like defibrillators in places and things like this. Could really be a life-saving device if you happen to be around an incident that needs this type of response.
I could see these in the ambulances.
Well,
Right?
surely in the
EMS,
ambulance,
right?
but even in businesses, just
Yeah.
like that, people have EpiPens and
Yeah,
stuff, you know,
yeah, the
just
EpiPen.
in case something happens, you know, you can have some of these around. They're not going to be that expensive.
But something like this too, even in the OR or in, you know,
Oh,
different
definitely,
surgeries and things
definitely.
like this, when they do the micros and all those kinds of things. Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's to get them. It's really a field battle dress, you know. It's for something when you just can't stop bleeding and you've got to, you know, somebody's got to be transported. So anyway, I thought that was really
That's
cool.
really kinda
and it's
cool.
kind of a positive spin on a security device, you know. So
All right, awesome.
Yay.
So what have you been up to? So I was gone for few days, went to Napa and enjoyed myself.
I saw
and then-
pictures.
And then, yeah, we had a good time. So have you got your Christmas shopping done? Have you
No.
got it all done?
no,
Have you started?
no.
Oh, okay, good. What'd
I
they
sent
say?
some stuff to my granddaughter.
Oh, okay.
This is cool. These guys that worked at NASA had their dads. They wanted to create a great story about space for their kids, grandkids, whatever, right? So they got along with this publishing company. How it's out of Europe, but these guys ended up making what was dubbed the most technologically savvy book ever made. And so what happens is you actually I sent my granddaughter's name and her age and her actual address, and it takes all of the space maps and Google Earth maps and all that stuff, and so it's like she's lost in space and her journey home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so and when you come home on the last page, you come home to your home like Google Earth view.
Earth view.
Yeah.
Oh, because you gave the address.
Yeah, because you give it to them, and so
Oh.
you guided through space with hints and all stuff. So my son hasn't gotten it yet, but he should get it next week, and
Okay.
he'll take. She's a
So-
4-year-old, or she'll be 4 in May. So,
Okay, so
we'll see.
what age group do you think
I
this
think
would
pretty
work
young.
for?
It's a kiddies book. So and I think it's. When I looked at it, I don't remember what they officially said, but I think it was like that, like 4 to 8. And they had a few other books too, so I think they
Right.
have a older age sort of version. But I never seen anything like it.
So how would I find it on the
I don't
web?
remember the name.
Oh.
I'll have to.
This is supposed to be a news and
I know. Well, I
informative
didn't know I
show.
was going to talk about that. I'll find it.
Okay, you'll find
I'll find it, and I'll have it for later on in
You'll
this
have it for
episode.
later on this- in this-
That's how we help keep them
Oh,
here. What's
that's
that
right.
called? Poignant pause.
Yeah, poignant pause.
See?
Speaking of which, it's time we go and take a little bit of a break, and we go pay some bills, and we go find Angus. Oh my goodness.
On the
what's it?
beach.
On the beach, or maybe in space based on our nice high-tech background. Anyway, we're going to be back in a minute, and we'll bring Angus with us, and
No.
see you in a little bit.
Sung, you got some great programs coming up in the engineering school. Tell us about them.
So there's 2 robot tournaments that's coming up. There's one called the First Lego League this Saturday, December 5th at the Blaisdell Arena. If you're interested, just show up and go take a look. There's another one called the VEX State Competition on December 12th at Pearl City High School. And if you want to be a judge or volunteer for that one, please let me know, and I can get you to come and enjoy it in more of a different view than what you would just see as an observer.
The way to the future is robotics and engineering in the College of Engineering. And Sung Choi, thank you so much, Sung.
Thank you very much.
Aloha! Please join the Hawaii Farmers Series every Thursday on ThinkTech. We live stream from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. And we are...
Matthew Johnson and Justine Spiritu as your hosts.
And the purpose of the Hawaii Farmers Series is to get to know our local agriculture community a lot more, get their backgrounds, get their history, find out why they love what they do, as well as get some of their insights.
And insights into hearing about the future of agriculture in Hawaii.
So we're going to bring the experts on, but we'd also like you to be a part of the conversation. So you can always join us by tweeting in your questions and comment at ThinkTech High. So we hope to engage with you. Thanks.
Aloha, I'm Kirsten Baumgart-Turner, and I host Sustainable Hawaii every Tuesday from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. My guests offer insights on challenging economic and environmental issues facing our state and offer innovative solutions to increasing Hawaii's long-term sustainability. Recently, we've been focusing on sustainable land development, food, and energy security. If you have a project or issue you'd like to discuss on the show or would like to be a guest, please contact me at kirstenbturner@gmail.com. And tune in live weekly or view the show at your convenience at thinktechhawaii.com. Mahalo.
Hey, aloha. Welcome back to Hibachi Talk. Here we've got Gordo the Tekzar, and of course, we have Angus, fresh off the beach. Angus, what's up, buddy? Missed you last week, man.
Hello,
What's
I
up?
do. How you
doing?
doing, lad?
Nice
What
tie.
do you think of my tie? You never got the memo.
You and I know you guys didn't let me
Yeah,
know.
you never got the
you
memo.
come back from travels, and you leave me here. You don't give me any information. What's up, man? How you been?
Hey, what's the idea of showing my wee part-time job? You did, that's not a good idea.
I want to talk to you about that after the show.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that after the show. Now I got to deal with Gordon because he's going to want a piece of the action.
You think?
You know that? Oh, yeah, you know how he is. So anyway, Drew, I got a wee joke for you. What do you call people who are afraid of Santa Claus? Because, I'm finding that for some reason they don't want to come sit on my lap.
I think it's because of your chair.
Yeah, but maybe it's my wee chair. But, what do you think? What do you think?
What do you call it? I don't know.
Claustrophobic.
See? That's what they're having over there.
Yeah, I just love
Nice.
it. Anyway, Drew, it's Christmas time, and I want to give you an idea on some of the gifts I'm looking for, just so
Okay.
you know what they give me, right? And we just love our solo cups here, right?
We love our solo cups.
So one of my first one is this really cool solo cup beer mug. It's really neat. Look at
Okay.
this thing. It's got a wee handle on
yeah.
it. Isn't that neat?
We need those on our
This
show.
is a really cool insulated beer mug solo cup.
All right.
So think of that, number one.
I like that.
Well within your price range, less than $10. So
Okay.
perfect, you're there. So then the other thing I might like, is like I like to keep my drinks a little chilly. So they got this solo cup koozie. So I can put it inside. Look at that. How cool is that?
Yeah.
You put it in the freezer, it
It's
cools
kinda-
down, and then you put it in.
And it's kind of covert.
Covert, you hide
hide your can.
That's why I only drink dry soda. So it's perfect. It's just where it is.
I see.
So that's another one. And then I like this. Sometimes when we were in Napa Valley, we were up there. Up there at Garden, we were in Napa Valley, and I really like a glass of wine. The trouble is, I cannot drink it on the street. Can I say that? But anyway, how's that with a wine glass?
Nice.
It's really nice.
It's
very,
a solo wine
very
glass.
sophisticated wine glass. It's just the best. It's just totally the best.
I got to keep you out of Napa.
Get there. And then once in a while, every now and then you still get these bottles that you got to use an opener on. Right? They don't have the twist offs. Hey, a solo cup bottle opener.
Wow. look
You
at
give
that.
me a
Now
whole
that's
set.
fancy.
Really, really fancy. And then last but not least, for my tree, for next year, I'll put on my Christmas tree, solo cup Christmas tree lights.
Nice.
That is the best.
I like those are ornament lights. Okay.
Yeah, they're lights.
gotcha.
You put them on your tree, battery operated.
Good deal.
They're awesome.
You're into your solo cups
I'm
this
into my
season.
cup season. This is it.
I know what I'm getting, huh?
Yeah, yes. Never, didn't let your cup runneth over or something like that. Anyway, that's my gadgets for the week. Remember to get on there and do your Christmas shopping, everybody. Merry Christmas. And remember, let your wind gauge free wherever you be. Aloha.
Nice. Thanks, Angus. Angus, keeping you up to date with all the solo cup technology. There's a lot of good gifts out there. If you're shopping around, you need something for somebody, check out all the solo cup offerings. They're popular here, as you can tell. So we've got Noah with us today from Noah from
Room Service
Room
in Paradise.
Service in Paradise. I'm sorry, I forgot. I didn't get much sleep last night.
All right.
Thanks. Welcome, sir.
Hey, Andrew. Hi, Gordon.
Noel, nice to see you. Your crowd, just shift over a little bit to Angus. See, this is a live show. We just get everything else set up here. Anyway, Noel, thank you so much
How we
for
looking,
coming on our
Zary?
show.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I ran into Noel a couple weeks ago at a University of Hawaii event.
That's right.
And we got to talking about what he does with Room Service in Paradise, and I was just fascinated by it all.
Yeah.
And so I thought it'd be great to have him come on the show, talk about what he does, and so on.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's amazing. I've definitely used this service. I love it.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Thank
It
you.
is the neatest of neat.
Thanks.
But we have a standard set of questions just to get everybody kind of in the flow of like who you are and so on. So where did you go to school? So what's your
Yeah, where'd you come from? Give us the breakdowns. Start at any age, as long as it's a young one.
Well, I graduated from the University of Hawaii, UH.
Okay.
And
awesome.
I was a psych major,
Okay.
and originally a business, and I changed to psychology, and then graduated in 1995, and then in 1996 launched Room Service in Paradise, about 3 or 4 months after.
3 or 4 months
Wow,
after that.
so you didn't wait long.
No, no.
But you have an interesting career at UH. I mean, you were more than just a student. I
Yeah.
mean, you've done some, you're such a humble guy. So, I mean,
Okay, take us back. Take us back.
so,
No, so I played tennis. I was
Okay.
on the tennis team. So
Ah.
I played a couple of seasons, and then I was also the assistant coach for the men's and women's varsity tennis team. I did that for 2 seasons as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Under, is it John?
It was actually at the time it was Coach Jim Schwitters.
Right.
Yeah.
was that the time when you guys won the championships?
Absolutely not.
And who,
I was trying to plug you there.
do you follow those guys now? Who's down there now? Is it John?
Yeah, I don't know his last name, but they're actually doing really well.
Yeah.
They've got a good team, and their men's and women's are very strong right
Interesting.
now. Yeah.
Did you ever play against a guy, Bert Okuda? Ring a
No.
bell? From he's a Hawaii guy, but played for SDSU, I think.
How about Ricky Fujitani?
No.
All right, just get down the list, right? Let's bring out our
All the
contact
tennis
list, all the
players?
tennis- How about Cindy Iwata?
No.
No.
That's my wife.
Right
So I
on.
just checked.
Does she play? He wouldn't have played against her. It would, no, it might be mixed doubles.
Yeah, could have been.
So what did you play? Singles, doubles?
Singles
all the
and
above?
singles and doubles.
Right on.
Actually, yeah.
You still play?
Yeah, I don't right now. No, I'm actually recovering from a shoulder surgery.
Ouch.
So yeah.
Ouch. Okay.
I'm on break.
I know how that is.
Yeah.
Right on.
So are you left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so you went to UH, but where'd you go to high school?
Beverly Hills High School.
That's not here.
No.
I went last time, unless they moved one here. Oh, you went Beverly Hills High School?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Beverly Hills, California.
Oh,
nice.
My grandson, number 1, lives just around the corner from Beverly Hills right now in Hollywood. So he's just down the street.
Yeah.
He took me on a
So
tour. of
how'd
Beverly
you get
Hills
here?
one day.
Just the scholarship to UH or?
No, actually, just growing up, I used to vacation here with my parents every summer, and then one day my mother and stepfather had an opportunity to move, so we sat down at dinner one night, discussed it, and in about 3 minutes decided to move to Hawaii.
Wow.
So yeah, we got up and moved, and then I finished my schooling at UH.
All right, now you did do some university work in California before you came here?
Yeah.
Okay, so now tell me about Beverly Hills High. I gotta ask. I mean, it has such a nice sound to it.
Yeah,
Is it all a bunch of high mucka rich people?
there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
But you're not one high mucka rich guy. How did that happen?
Well, there's a lot of rich kids with lots of parents with lots of money. Yeah, absolutely.
And lots of Mercedes?
Yeah, there's a lot of BMWs, Mercedes.
In the parking lot. That's
Absolutely.
something.
The kids at 16, that's their first car sometimes.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of how it is over there. Yeah.
Oh, life is tough.
It's a lot different from Kentucky.
What was your first car?
It's a pair of shoes. What are you talking about? I got a new pair when I turned 16.
I had a 62 Nova. How was
Nice.
that? Convertible.
Yeah, yeah.
So how was
I think
that?
I had a shoe.
What was your first car?
It was a Honda Accord.
Oh, there you go. You're
you
getting
go.
there.
Yeah.
So you probably had a Toyota pickup truck.
No, I had a Volkswagen.
Oh, okay. Oh, diesel?
Hand me down.
Oh, okay. Wasn't one. Oh, not the newer
bug,
diesel.
like a bug. Yeah, yeah.
So anyway, so we
60.
as you notice, we digress. We
Yeah.
tend to wind around the
That's good.
show. But so you go right out of university and then you start room service.
Start
and
room
paradise.
service
So
and
what
paradise.
even gave you the idea?
Yeah, so it wasn't my idea. It was actually a good friend of mine's idea. He was a friend, a student, as well as a mentor. I was teaching him tennis, and he was actually retired, owned a restaurant in Kailua.
Okay.
And serial entrepreneur, Harvard MBA, and he thought that a good way to increase sales in his restaurant
Right.
would be to do delivery.
Sure.
So he asked me to look into it, and I did some research, and it turned out I had a friend who started the same business in Phoenix, and so I got on the phone with him, took some notes.
Right.
He told me how to start the business from A to Z. I was on the phone for about 2 hours taking notes, and then started with my friend's restaurant, and we got 9 more that I signed up. This is all in Kailua, and then launched the business about 3 months later with 10 restaurants.
Wow.
Did you keep the delivery local to Kailua so that it was
just-
simple,
it
right?
was
So
strictly
sure.
Kailua.
Sure.
That was it. Just that area.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But this is
That's
early,
an area made for
This
it
is
too.
early. This is like almost pre-mobile app.
Yeah,
kind
did
of
they
thing.
call
This
you? How
is-
did
yeah,
people get
This
it?
isn't even. This is the cell phones were probably like 94 maybe.
Yeah.
So I launched this in 96. So we had cell phones then. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there was barely an internet. So
Sure.
100% of the orders came in over the phone. Yeah.
Oh, so they called in, you'd write it
So
down.
everybody would call, and we would actually take the orders, handwritten,
Okay.
take it to the copy machine, make 2 copies, then we would fax
Fax
it.
one to the-
We'd fax 2 copies to the
I
restaurant.
love this.
The restaurant would keep 1 copy, and the other copy was for the driver. So when the driver arrived, the driver would know what they were picking up
and check
Okay.
it all off.
and check it all off. And they would take that because that copy had the customer's information on it, so they know where to go.
Okay.
go and-
Wow.
And then we were communicating exclusively through two-way CB radio.
Oh, really?
Really?
CB's nice.
Yeah,
That's
because
good.
the mobile phone
That-
stuff
that-
was.
And it works.
So
And it's cheap.
So
once you buy a radio.
you're talking and everybody is hearing it, and only one person at a time can talk, and that was the best way to communicate then.
So you.
It also increases orders because they hear the order going out. They're like, man, I'd like to get one of those.
That's right. Yeah, everybody can hear everybody.
So I'm just intrigued by this. So you think about the two-way radios, which limited distance, right?
No,
Well,
it was
yeah.
island. It was almost
Yeah,
island
CB's
wide.
Almost island-wide.
They
So-
had the repeaters on the top of the coal
Okay.
owls, and so you could go, but it didn't really matter because we were just in Kailua. Yeah.
And you were doing.
Yeah.
So
It was
who was
enough.
the restaurateur?
His name is John Harada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Diamond was one of the names I had from one of the
Don
restaurants.
Diamond?
Don Diamond.
No,
He rest
no,
his
yeah,
soul.
yeah.
But did he? You were able to work
they
with his restaurants?
No, not yet. Well, he had at that time just a wine store.
Yeah.
Which was a convenience store. So we
Right
were-
down by the beach.
We had just restaurants, and that was it at the time.
So what's over there? Like now there's food jokes. There's a bunch of them. But what's back then there was the one at the beach. What's the one at the beach?
That's
It's
the
like
Olive-
Buzz's or something,
Well,
right?
there's Buzz's Steakhouse.
Did you go? I mean, were these people ready to do it, or did they think like, wow, I want
Well-
people to come to my restaurant. They don't even want you taking food to them. I
That
mean,
some of them had that
yeah, because they sell liquor
argument,
and
but then
stuff.
some of them said, yeah, I would like to try this because they thought delivery was a good idea. It was novel.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was
Right.
doing it. All you could do was order pizza. Basically,
Right,
that
true.
was the only option. So some of the restaurants thought it was an interesting idea. So we signed up some restaurants back then that we still have today. 19 and a half years later, the Shack.
Oh, really?
Oh, right
So
on.
Okay.
that was one of
Right
the
on.
first restaurants, the Shack in Kailua, and then New Chinese Garden is.
Okay, I've been to both, and
Okay.
I don't live in Kailua.
Okay, so and those are the two original restaurants. The
Wow.
rest are they just kind of come and go. But we had 10 restaurants, so now you could order Chinese and Mexican and Italian and burgers. So you get that food delivered. So that was interesting for people. So they're like, I'll try it.
How did they learn about it? So, did you have to get an ad on TV or radio?
No,
Like, what?
so
'cause-
after you got the 10 restaurants, we printed a menu book, which was actually like a newspaper tabloid.
Okay.
So you printed enough of those and you mailed them to people's homes. And so as soon as they arrived in the mailboxes, the phones actually started ringing.
that worked like a champ, huh?
that
Direct
day.
mail, I bet.
That day. Direct mail, that was it.
So now back then, how did you handle the payment? What was the payment mechanism?
So we collect payment from the restaurants. So back then it was just, we collected the payment from the restaurants and the customers paid us, and then I paid the restaurants every week. Once a week.
Oh, you ran a
I would-
tab.
Well, yes, essentially, yeah. And so I would send the check to the restaurants once a week.
That's interesting.
Now I didn't.
Well,
we
that
talked
helps.
about
That
this,
keeps
but I
your
never
cash
thought
flow, right?
how
Keeps
you
your
could
cash
do that.
flow
It
up, you
helps,
know?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but we work on a discount with the restaurant also.
Right.
Oh, so that was going to be my next. So you work on a discount with
Yeah,
the
so
with the
we
restaurant.
work on a commission with the restaurant. There's
Okay.
a delivery fee that the customer pays,
Right.
and that's essentially the model.
So and you go like that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This is awesome. So now my next question is going to be, but we're doing a poignant pause. The next question is going to be what was my next question going to be?
You don't remember.
it's gone. It's gone again. My next question was going to be something along the lines of how many more restaurants you have,
Well,
and all those kinds of stuff.
Yeah, so we started with 10.
Okay, but hold that right there. Okay, because now you got to take another
We
break.
started with 10, and we'll be back with more.
Boy, I tell you, going away for 2 weeks, done, toast.
It's that-
Anyway,
it's that time, man.
we're
It's
gonna
cutting
go
off that
pay
oxygen
a
to your
couple of
brain.
bills. I'm going to try and get under control again. And we thank you all for watching us here in Hibachi Talk with Noel Nedli. I spelled his name wrong initially. Noel Nedli from Room Service in Paradise.
Aloha, this is Reg Baker and I am the host of Business in Hawaii. We talk about positive stories of businesses in Hawaii, how they have been successful and how they have overcome some of the obstacles that a lot of us encounter when we try to have a business here. And believe it or not, there are a number of positive stories here, and we want to talk to all of you. So we broadcast live every Thursday at 2 o'clock. And it rebroadcasts again on Olelo Channel 54. So I sure hope to see you next time. Please tune in on Thursdays at 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Hey, hello.
Aloha, how you doing? Welcome to Hibachi Talk. Gordo the Tekzar, Andrew the security guy, Noel Nedli with Room Service in Paradise, company that he started in 1996.
Yep.
1996.
So coming
very
up on
unique,
20 years.
Coming up on
20-year anniversary.
20-year anniversary is
May.
in
Wow.
May.
Yeah.
20-year
How's
anniversary
that
in
for a
May. Now,
great
how's this?
entrepreneur?
Young entrepreneur comes out, creates this home restaurant delivery service
Yeah.
in Kailua. So let's talk about, first of all, is it like, so how large are you now? What part of the islands are you covering?
So we're on Oahu,
Okay.
and we're in Honolulu, we're in Pearl City, we're in Aiea, we're in Kailua, and we're Kaneohe and Hawaii Kai.
In Hawaii Kai. So
Yeah.
you've gone into all the different areas
Yeah.
over this
And so
period
do
of
you
time.
stay, is that like big quick delivery, you stay like, so you order from the stuff, you don't take stuff from Aiea to Kailua, obviously.
That's right,
Like,
yeah.
which
So
would
we
make-
deliver for the restaurants in that area
Sure.
for those customers that live in that area.
Hmm.
And so we have driver depots where drivers are kind of based in the leeward area, but drivers based in the windward area, and then we got a call center, which is our main office here in Honolulu.
Okay, so you've got that. So there's two things I want to talk about. So let's talk about pricing, because one of the things I would think about is like, well, wait, I want to use Room Service in Paradise, and I want them to go to ABC restaurant or whatever it is and get something. But then I'm going to have to add a delivery charge, then I'm
Yeah.
going to have to do da-da-da,
Yeah.
and so on. So where's the economics for the consumer? Like,
Yeah, so essentially, it's the food menu
Okay.
price and a delivery fee.
Okay.
The delivery fee is $8.99, and then usually a gratuity or a tip on top of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And
dude,
that's
you don't
about
have
it.
to go out. And
Yeah.
plus, maybe what if the place is booked for the night?
You're right.
Yeah, if it's
That's
busy,
true.
yeah.
What
busy,
night's the
booked
most
for the-
popular? Do you know?
Probably Friday, Saturday night.
I would think so. That
that's-
makes sense.
When restaurants are busy, we're busy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
But $8.99, that's not much.
That's
I
a
mean,
bonus.
If I got in my car and drove to the restaurant and parked it.
Especially your car.
And especially my car, and 11.6 miles to the gallon, and drive the car. In some cases, pay for parking,
Yeah.
or the valet.
Maybe, yeah, or
What
just-
you got to do,
just the
and then-
hassle.
Or search for parking.
or
Yeah,
search
so,
for
yeah,
parking.
the hassle of it.
And our traffic is so wonderful here; it's like a
Yeah.
piece of cake.
It gets
I mean,
better every
well, for
year.
$8.99, that's
That's a great deal. Has it always been $8.99? Did
No.
you start there? Did you
No,
arrive there? How'd it
Actually,
work?
the first delivery fee was $3.
Wow.
That was a deal.
So what?
Yeah.
What was? What was $3 today, inflation-wise? Is it 6 or is it not? Is it $8.99?
It's
I
about
don't know.
it's about the same. Yeah, about $8.99.
Wow.
$8 or $9.
So
Yeah.
it's really about the same.
Yeah, so it's 20
dollar-wise,
years, yeah.
20 years later.
Yeah.
I bet your guys love the fact that oil prices keep going down.
That helps.
I mean,
yeah.
it's 30
Yeah.
some odd dollars a
Yeah,
barrel today.
$36.
Well,
I
and they're
think,
close
yeah.
by. So do they have? Do you have scooters, cars, trucks,
Cars.
all the above?
Just
Always
cars,
a car.
yeah.
Okay.
Always
Do you have
just
like an oven
No ovens.
or like a?
No, so we got heat bags
Yeah,
or
heat bag,
boxes.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
Oh.
that keeps the hot food hot, cold food cold.
Cold. Just awesome. This is really. I just love
So
this.
how did the expansion go? You were in Kailua for
So,
a year
yeah,
or two, then
so
you jumped
nine-
another. How'd it go?
Started in '96 in Kailua.
Yeah.
'97 opened up in Honolulu.
Okay.
And then a year after that, we started doing lunch business. Before that was just dinner. So then we started doing lunch. Had no idea there was a lunch business to even be had. And so we started doing a lot of corporate lunches, office meetings, doctors' offices, and then that was a whole nother segment of the industry that we started picking up like a year later.
So you're still doing lunches now?
Yeah, we're doing lunch, we're doing dinner, we're doing breakfast, everything.
You're doing breakfast,
Yeah.
lunch, and dinner.
Is
Oh,
it,
it's
what's
corporate.
the hours?
So, delivery hours are usually from about 11 to 9,
Okay.
7
Okay.
days. But then breakfast is more corporate breakfast. So if you want to have a meeting for about 10 people or 20 people,
Right.
call us and day before, and we'll deliver it
This is great.
anytime in the morning, 6, 7, 8, 9. in the
For
morning.
$8.99.
Yeah.
This is terrific. I always think in dinner.
Well, we could take our team out. I had 20 people. Imagine the time we lose just taking them
Have it at your
coming
board.
and going.
Have it at your board meeting and have the food
have the
delivered
food
there.
delivered.
Yeah, save time.
Save time for everybody.
Yeah, think about this. This
Such
is
a good idea.
This is such a good idea. So no wonder you're around for 20 years. Now I bet you're not using walkie-talkies anymore. or not
Yeah, how's
walkie-talkies.
the technology evolved? Phil?
It's evolved. It's gone from where we were just customers calling in, where they can order from our website or they can order from their phone, their mobile. We've got an app as well for Android and iOS. So half of our business is coming in through the internet.
Okay.
That was my
And,
next question.
and the other half is coming in through the phone.
Do you still do direct mailer?
Yeah, we actually do.
I bet
yeah.
so, because it probably still works.
it-
People need
it's-
that menu sitting there, huh?
It still works. It's pretty amazing. But yeah, it's still useful. You get responses pretty quickly. But there's infinite numbers of ways that we market now. There's this whole digital marketing realm. So
Sure.
there's email blasts, there's social media, there's your website, the blog. So there's a lot of avenues.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
avenues. So it's
Yeah.
beautiful that you've just taken the technology, and as the technology has evolved,
Yeah.
you've just jumped and evolved the way
It-
you operate as well.
It doesn't stop. We just upgraded our website 3 months ago.
Okay.
So now it's gotten a little bit better. And so now you can use an app and you can order from there. And our drivers are now communicating not by cell phone, not by two-way radio, but they're using their own app. So there's a driver app that communicates with our office. And so they accept an order, they say they're at the restaurant, they say they're leaving the restaurant, they say they're at the customer, and you just kind of plug
And you
in.
get the tracking all
and
the
then,
way through.
And then we see their progress, we see where they are, and as a customer, you can also monitor your order and see its progress as it's going through the process.
Isn't that awesome?
That's
That's
that
good
awesome.
technology.
So how do you
we-
find?
We had a
oh,
tweet,
okay.
somebody wanted to know what about driver safety? I guess that kind of contributes to safety. If you're tracking them all along, you know they're there, you know that they're.
Absolutely, yeah. Driver safety is really our number one priority. So, drivers have to make sure they're obeying the laws.
Right.
They're not supposed to speed. So, and we talk to them about how to actually conduct themselves on the road, how to behave at the restaurants, and that kind of stuff.
And is there no cash, I'm guessing? So there's none of that.
There
you
is
have to worry about
cash.
them getting, some people do pay with cash, okay?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. They pay cash, credit card, check, accounts. We have accounts,
yeah,
like corporate
oh,
accounts.
I
So,
see.
Oh.
so you can just sign off, and then we just bill you.
Nice, that's a
Yeah.
good deal. Do you still pay the restaurants weekly?
Uh,
How'd that
no,
evolve?
it's now twice a month. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
even
twice
better.
a month. Yeah.
So that's,
Oh.
I would think that's a good cash flow model for you because you're collecting all, and then you make your payment.
And
you,
then
have,
you're making
you have a high
Costco.
payment every time it comes
Yeah,
around. but-
right.
It's a mini Costco. Costco takes the money, but they don't pay for the product for 90 days
Yeah,
or
yeah.
more.
Sure.
That's a good deal.
So that's a really good deal. So is it difficult finding drivers or finding people to do this kind of work? or-
It is at times challenging. It kind of ebbs and flows, but you're competing now with other types of delivery companies, but more interesting now, we're competing with Uber and Lyft because they're recruiting drivers. So,
To do food service delivery.
well, no, not necessarily food
Oh, but
service
just
delivery, but just
drivers.
drivers
Gotcha.
in
I
general.
see.
So, there's a lot of activity in that area, so it gets challenging at times.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned just a second ago, so there's competition in this market? There's
That's
other
right.
players in there?
That's right, there are, and so you've got competitors, you've got other companies that may not be competing directly with you.
Right.
But those kind of create challenges with recruiting drivers as well. But we've got an active recruiting system that's working pretty
It
well.
brings them on. So,
Yeah.
so if anyone's out there and this is interesting, this sounds like a pretty good part-time job for a university student.
It's a great job, yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, it's a great second job. Yeah, absolutely.
So they can go to your website and
Yep, they can go to our website and they can apply from there. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then they can apply for there. And wow, so see, another opportunity if you need a little extra time, after hours
Yeah.
or breakfast.
So what's the craziest thing you've been asked to do? I can imagine because it's a high level service offering in a way. It's not like calling Pizza Hut, where you just get pizza. It's
Yeah.
So what have you been asked to do that was
You have some interesting customers.
nicely
Yeah.
put?
Well
Well
done.
done.
To put that.
Yeah, well, as an example, we had one customer that used to order from us, and it was a teenage girl, and sometimes it was her brother, and they would order 2 steaks. It was always the same 2 steaks from the same restaurant several times a week. So you got customers that order often, and we would deliver to her, and she would always come down to the gate from her house and get it from us. And eventually, we were so curious because there was always 2 steaks, but it was always only her, and we were like, so. Who are you ordering?
You eat a lot of steak,
Who
lady.
else is eating this? And she goes, oh, it's for my dog. And so she gives the other steak to her dog, and she eats the other one.
Nice.
Whoa.
Room
Yeah.
service in paradise
Yeah.
is not limited to
Yeah,
people.
That's right. So they feed their pets sometimes.
Yeah, let me
Wow.
give you a steak once or
And you
twice a
can't
week.
send the dog because it won't bring you the other steak.
Yeah, or pay you.
But the dogs never complain either.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow, that's interesting. Now, so you're focused in. How many restaurants do you have?
We
now
got
in
about
total?
90, 95.
You're close to 100
Yeah.
different
Wow, isn't
restaurants.
that something? That's
Yeah.
a lot of variety depending on your area.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've got a really interesting market. You're chasing the restaurants.
Yeah.
You're chasing the buyer,
Yeah.
the customer.
Yeah.
You've got to find the great drivers with the great personalities that
Yeah.
can do all those kinds of things. You got to stay on top of the technology.
Yeah.
So how do you do all that?
Well, we've got a good staff. We've got a lot of folks that are kind of really focused on that, and we've got a lot of technology. So you just got to stay up to date with everything. Yeah, it's
Is this going on in other cities? Is it popular? I mean, is there a version of this everywhere?
There's companies like this in all the major cities, and there's usually several companies in the bigger cities like this.
Okay.
And,
I see.
and today it's even more so than ever because it's getting to be more of a crowded space.
Right.
You've got other companies out there that just jump right in, and Postmates and DoorDash and all kinds of
So
stuff.
you think you can do it in Maui? Or are you interested in moving to the other islands? Is there a market there, you think?
You
Or
know,
how is it?
I've been asked that
Yeah.
about Maui, but you know, we feel like we haven't tapped this island
I see.
completely.
Got to
So
get saturation.
first get that taken care of, and then we
Mm-hmm.
can maybe go to outer islands.
Do you get many tourists that?
Yeah, from the
that are-
hotel room?
Yeah, we
hotels?
do. We do get some tourists. Not as much as you would think,
Yeah.
but most of our business is corporate and residential. But the tourists, they do order. Absolutely. They usually find us via our website.
Yeah, but I've seen
Yeah.
them in the executive center. I've seen you guys
That's
in the
right.
executive
Yeah,
center.
yeah.
Because that, there's more restaurants in Chinatown now than there ever used to be.
That's
But
right,
at one point in
yeah.
time, there wasn't a lot of places that you could go
That's
and,
right.
and find something
it was
to eat.
tough in this area.
Yeah, and there was one restaurant there, Hukilau, closes down early.
So we've been doing like lunch and learns all year.
Yeah.
And I had to send a guy out to get the food. It takes all this time.
Yeah, we'll pick
I
it up.
didn't know you did it corporate. I knew that you do it for your home. I just didn't know you could do it for corporate.
That's right,
And
yeah.
how can you go to 20 people? You think is that
20
doable?
people, 30 people, 50.
Yeah? Okay. At lunchtime.
Absolutely.
Right on.
So this is how, that's something.
I
This
need
we
a
gotta-
corporate account, Lynn, if you're watching.
You're
Yeah,
going to hear me
get us
talking
signed
about
up.
this a lot over town. I mean, I not realize that I don't have to send out a cadre of secretaries. Well, now that I'm going out on my own,
You don't have a
I'm the
cadre
cadre
anymore.
of secretaries. I have to send out my cadre of secretary to go do all these kinds of things. This is brilliant,
Yeah.
just brilliant.
Thanks. Yeah.
So where do you see, what's the next kind of stage in the future of the evolution of this organization without giving away your trade secrets?
Yeah,
So I don't want to put you on the spot.
That's a good question. You know, we're just looking for growth right now,
Yeah.
and just want to continue to provide more options with more restaurants and go into a few more areas.
Is it when you growth is the corporate market half of what you do now, and then residential the other half?
It's roughly
what's the
it's
balance?
roughly
Is it?
50-50.
So, because I think those nice large orders
Yeah.
are good. That's
Yeah.
you're looking for volume and more orders, obviously.
That's right.
So you want both things. You want bigger orders and more of them.
Yes.
When you're looking
Yes.
for growth.
So we're going to kind of wind down a little bit here, but so I want to make sure you get the website out, which is
941dine.com.
941dine.com.
There
Well,
it
there you go.
is.
Look at
Good
that.
pictures,
Food
Larry.
delivery,
Thank you.
941dine.com.
Yeah, and the phone number is 941dine.
941dine.
Yeah.
So tonight you're not going out. Food's coming to you.
Food's coming to you.
Look at that.
So, do you deliver turkeys on Christmas? I just thought of that.
We delivered turkeys on Thanksgiving, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had a couple of restaurants that we've worked with just for Thanksgiving, and we did some business on Thanksgiving, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, doesn't
that's-
Whole
yeah.
Foods make a whole dinner? Like a whole, I ordered once when I was traveling once up in
Whole
Napa,
Foods,
actually.
yeah,
We went there and
they
got
do.
a whole dinner.
Certain
from it.
restaurants
Yeah.
and hotels make whole dinners.
Yeah.
And you just pre-order them.
That's right, and yeah.
Anyway, we've just, it's amazing. We've just turned and burned through 45 minutes of our lunch hour.
And I'm hungry.
With Noel Nedli with Room Service in Paradise. This has just been excellent.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I've
Thanks,
learned.
Warren.
Yeah, I love
I've
it.
learned-
Thank you.
I've
Very
learned-
great stuff.
I've learned-
Congratulations.
And now we've got, and as we always
Oh,
do,
yeah.
all of our guests get a autographed solo cup.
Wow.
This is worth like, who knows. But number 45 in the series.
Thank you.
So there you go. Don't lose it.
I will cherish
and,
it.
It'll be
cherish
worth
that.
a nickel in a
It's
couple
going to be
years.
worth a lot. So thank you again for coming on our show.
Thanks for having me.
Check out his website. Check us out at Think Tech Hawaii. Think us out at Hibachi Talk. Thank Nick and Zuri for once again keeping us on the straight and narrow. And just remember, as we say to everybody, how you doing?